There is Ella Jacqueline to come through and make up that full strong race, row number 1 I should say. And then we've got Canada, Mark Keppel and Maddox Parker make up our 3 Supersport 160 MiniGP category performers. And it's been Mark at the back of that group that's had the start so far this weekend, but it's been Kane who's had the 2 race wins. And we've had plenty of pace and plenty of excitement from the 4-strong field of what is 150 Supersport riders. And we see something new develop here. We see something consistent going down. Let's go and find out if the line come on, and we are ready to race great start. People change to get the hammer down. But the race got a pretty good start as well. So that's 150 line up. And look at that again, the carbon copy of the race starts. We've seen as Mark Keppel, the head of our Mini 160 GP Academy riders. Great starts as we see Samuel Chase, Billy McRae and Troy fighting it out into turn number 2. There is Billy just having a little size up the inside. That is a great move to go up next to him into turn 2, side by side, but it's going to be Billy who just takes the ascendancy, and Sam's actually going to lose another one too with that evasive action taken. He's going to let Troy through the door as well. So good to watch as we've got passes in turn 2 and turn 3. So the junior development is certainly developing at a rapid pace here as great stuff. Out of the hairpin and down the centre straight, we've got the Mini 160 GP team. They are making up the positions 4 and 5 at the moment. Alex Hackley back in 6th place, and then going to Maddox Parker, who is our sole runner there in 7th place. Junior development supported to us by Elevate Racing, and of course these guys are part of the Supersport 150 North Island Cup. That's supported to us by Firefly Media. Great to see that the team at Firefly Media has taken our media coverage and our exposure to the next level. Great stuff, side by side down the back straight. Troy Stevens and Billy McRae both have a race win to their names here today. It's going to be exciting to see how this one plays out. There's real genuine excitement building for that 160 category MiniGP racing as we see a lead change into the Apex International Driver Training Centre right hand corner. But look at this, this is a three-way fight going at it. They let a couple of people of each other marking around. I think they're going to have the same thing going on here. Billy McRae now leads narrowly by 2 seconds. Samuel Chase is trying to pass both of them into turn number 1. They're 3 wide in the braking zone in turn 1. And Samuel Chase sneaks up the inside of both to go into the lead. This is phenomenal racing from our junior development, as then they all come back up and bunch up there again, 3 wide into turn 2. And Billy McRae, who had been passed by both of them, ends up trying to muscle his way back into the lead, just does not relent and goes around the outside of the essence. That is a bold statement from Billy McRae. He gets the job done as well. This is good to watch as we see the junior development of Supersport 150 3-way fight going into the hairpin. There's nothing between the 2 MiniGP 160 boys as well. They're hammer and gold into that very same hairpin now. Alex Hackley and Maddox Parker certainly they've just got quicker and quicker. 142 out there to 145 respectively for those guys. So they're not to be outshined here as well. They get quicker and quicker as our race day unfolds. Beautiful track conditions now. A very slight little breeze down the front and centre straights here at Manfield Circuit for Amon, and beautiful sunny skies shining down on us. So I'd say we're pretty much optimal track conditions right now for some real good racing as things starting to really heat up again down that back straight. We've got Samuel Chave now sneaking back up the inside, and Troy's going to try and pass both of them into that final corner. And not take my eyes off that at the moment as we come out of that final corner again. You can throw a full blanket over the lot of them as they tick off another lap. This is going to be 2 laps down, 3 to go. Absolutely anyone's in the front. And now we've got Billy McRae, Samuel Chave and Troy Stevens in that order. 0-1-6 between 1 and 2. And only a fifth for second back to third place again. Samuel Chave loves that inside line, and the latest of the races into turn 1. Again, finds himself into the lead. He's gone a little bit wide, and Billy McRae will capitalise on that to sneak back up the inside. Just absolutely handlebar to handlebar, paint swapping at its finest. And these are just the junior development riders too, so I can't wait to see these guys really start to grow and develop into top level New Zealand road races. Nothing between that battle of 4, the Mini 160 GP honours as well. There is still Kane O'Doherty. Alex Hackley is in between himself and Mark Keppel, so that's someone to do. And look at personal best lap times all flying in at the same time, so good to see this Mini GP Academy. Of course, you can go and look, they're all down the far end of the garages to the sort of eastern end of Manfield Circuit for the same one. You can go down there and check out, they've got the leathers on display, the helmets and the bikes that you can lease or ride or buy, or all of the above, and have some real fun with this brand new concept MiniGP Academy. They do so much work to develop the talent of New Zealand road racers, and you can start at a young age getting on a racetrack. So they've got a race series, they've got fun days, they've got a good atmosphere, And if you've got a youngster that you know in your family or a friend that you know of that would love to get into New Zealand road racing, have a look at how much fun we're having out on the racetrack here. Get yourself involved with the MiniGP Academy. Out of the final corner again, a carbon copy of what we've seen in every single lap so far. Absolutely nothing in it. It's going to be Billy McRae by half a wheel ahead of Manfield and Troy. And they're going to bunch up even further into the braking zone. Great racing, good trust these guys. And again, that smart move from Tango Track, dive up the inside and get on the brakes that little bit later than everyone else. That is great stuff. As again, finds himself in the lead out of turn one. Again, a little bit wide as Billy McRae with that wide little line just to step back up underneath. Now too wide into the fabulous turn two. As we get left into 3 and 4 again. And Billy McRae just has this middle section of Manfield searching for his name on all gold and how he likes it. And finds himself back into the lead. So we've seen virtually carbon copy of lap after lap here, and it's just absolutely thrilling to watch. A little bit of a shake-up in that battle for 4th, 5th and 6th overall in the race, with Alex Hackling now developing himself ahead of those two MiniGP 160 boys. But look at that, Mark Cabell's going to pull alongside his good race mate Kane. There's some good stuff going on there. Now we haven't even got to the white flag yet, that's all still to come as our 7th strong field of junior development racing, brought to us by Elevate Racing. Thank you, Elevate Racing. Good to go and catch up with them. Certainly turned New Zealand development racing on its head here in New Zealand, and we are absolutely elated with how they're going. So we're checking out nothing. It is Troy and Samuel pull up alongside Billy and go into the apex. They're 3 wide into the braking zone of the National Driver Training Centre right hand, but the white flag's ready and waiting. This is going to be an absolute thrill to keep an eye on here. Out of the final corner, and again, you have got nothing between your front 3 as they come down the front straight here to grab the white flag. We have now 1 lap to go. Billy McRae, Samuel J, Troy Street, there's nothing in it as we start the final lap. There's nothing in the battles going on down the back straight as well. And this is good. Coming up after this one here, we've got more of our exciting intermediate racing to keep tuned on. So that's all to come before we tap off round number 3 with our seniors. We'll get through the program well and now 5 rounds of racing schedule. And again, carbon copy of what we've seen lap after lap with Troy Stephen's having a tremendous look at how you see Billy McRae goes back up the inside of the turn 2 and 3. And now it is catch me if you can for Billy McRae. Can he hang on here after all the passing and all the great racing? It has still remained unchanged. Billy McRae, Samuel Trave and Troy Stevens, and they've crossed the line. There is Troy just going up the inside of the hairpin, so that's a good move from Troy Stevens. That's the first time we've seen sort of a bit of an upset to the sort of lap after lap progression of these guys here. We've got Alex Hackling now under a bit of pressure. Kane and Mark follow him into the S's as well, but they're in 2 different classes as far as the overall progression is concerned. So we'll keep an eye on that one there. We'll also keep an eye on our race leaders. Out of Higgins and down the back straight. Fantastic to watch. We've got the best in the business as far as junior development has joined us here for round number 2. Billy McRae 3 and Z of the Supersport 150 National Championship. With the delight to watch him win his first debut win at Hampton Downs earlier this summer. But now, just looks like he may have done enough in this final lap. What a blistering performance to respond to relentless pressure lap after lap. He's out of the final corner. He has looked to have done enough. Billy McRae, back-to-back race wins, outstanding for the 44. Gets the job done. In second place is Troy Stevens, who had made that miraculous move to get up into second place. Will have to settle for 3rd to go with his race win already in race number 1. But that is fantastic racing. Brilliant stuff from our junior development racing. And we've still got that battle for the win with our Mini 160 GPs into that final corner. Looks like we've got about a change for the lead in that category as well. This is going to be a good little drag race, but Alex Hackling will come through. He'll finish 4th in the race, 4th in his class. A bit of a photo finish we've got coming on here. Mark on the inside, Kane on the outside. Kane just hangs on by half a point. Brilliant stuff from our MiniGP Academy boys, and that is point 1 of a second. And there is some real excitement there. Shout out Matic Parker, personal best man on that follow. He's getting quicker and